It looks like more and more of the rumors are hitting, of course, the internet. It's not as if it's really new rumors, but we are getting to see some actual images. So the latest one on Canonrumors right now was that we are finally getting to see some images of the new R6. So there was so much speculation on this camera in regards to specs and what it would look like, and we're finally seeing images of the R6. So we get a nice front view, we get a top-down view and a rear view, and it really does look, if you look at all these photos here, and it's very similar, or at least it seems with the images, very much like how the Canon R and the Canon RP were lined up against each other. If you look at that top-down view of the Canon R6 right now, it looks a lot like the top view of the RP. Big feature, of course, is that it has no screen on the top, which was rumored that, again, the body of the R5 would have the screen, whereas the R6 would not. Back of it, again, looks very similar to the Canon RP for those that have used it. It does seem to include a new little thumb button up at the top, just right of the viewfinder. That is at least something that we didn't see on the RP, and again we didn't see on the R because the R had that slider bar. So it looks like they may have moved to some kind of, can't really tell, almost like a touch button or a thumb style joystick, possibly, not really sure. And front, of course, looks pretty standard, but we get to see the R6 in all its glory, so that's kind of awesome. Specs wise, specs don't look like it's been changed, so the R6 specifications seem to be, up to this point, pretty consistent to what we've heard and what we've seen over the past few weeks, so that's excellent. A lot of people were hoping, again, to see an increase in that 20 megapixel, but again, as of now, it does look like that could be the final specs of the R6, 20 megapixel. And I do think for those that are looking for this to be a video camera, that 20 megapixels could actually help with its low light performance. So we are seeing a lot of cameras lowering that megapixel down to allow for a better low light functionality. So for someone like myself that does shoot in low light a fair bit, this is actually, hopefully, a welcome addition. Again, it all depends on what you're shooting. We did also see from Canonrumors a new article based on some screenshots of the 8K recording modes. So those also came out. So if you guys are interested, head over to Canonrumors to take a look at that. You will see that it looks like there is 2 different 8K recording options in regards to physical 8K size, as well as we are seeing here 25p, 24, 50. A lot of people were concerned that we weren't seeing 60 and 30. Our guess is that this is a European version of the phone, so they are using a PAL setting versus NTSC. Lastly on here, we are seeing, again on the same article, some final screenshots and images of the R5. So there's that top-down look. So you'll see that top-down shot here. And again, the big difference versus the R6 is that screen on the top. Now, that screen is a very welcome addition, and it would have been something nice to see on the R6, but I'm sure for cost-cutting reasons, it has been omitted. And for those R6 purchasers, you're gonna have to deal with it. But it does look like a nice screen that they have on the R5. Front view again, big difference between even the R5 and the R6 is just that R5 stamp on the front. And again, here is your rear. And it looks like both the R5 and R6 should be getting that thumb style joystick on the rear. The infamous slider bar that was on the Canon R has been removed to possibly never show its face again, I guess. Didn't get a lot of positive reviews on it, so it looks like they've changed it, which is good. It's nice to see that they're paying attention to what the consumer wants. Last thing on Canonrumors, for those that are interested, is we did see a lot of leaks on actually some of the new RF lenses that were coming out. So we are seeing some additional specifications for the Canon RF 85 F2 Is Stm. So here's some specs here if you guys want to take a look. Again, head on over to Canonrumors. We want to support their website for getting this information, as well as the 100 to 500 f4 7.1 Is USM and their specifications as well on that. And last but not least, the RF 600 f11 and RF 800 f11. These are their super telephoto lens. So what's really interesting about these lenses is that these are fixed aperture lenses, so f11. And what I find interesting is if we scroll up a little bit further here, you're gonna see that Canon is also possibly announcing 1.4 and 2 times RF teleconverters. What I find interesting is that all these zooms and super zooms, especially the f11s, are going to be getting this 1.4 and or 2.0 teleconverter adapters, and they're going to be compatible. I wonder how much light you're going to require to use these, since your aperture starts at f11. I think that's going to be very interesting. Especially curious to see what these are going to come in at for a price point. Very excited to see what happens Thursday morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. We are looking at possibly doing a live video as the event happens here, and you guys are hopefully more than welcome to join. We are going to be putting a poll up on our channel to see who would be interested in that. So for those that see this video in the next 2 days, let us know if that's something you would watch, so that we can have a little discussion while we all watch the live event. Would be cool to be able to fire questions back and forth and really get a good discussion going in regards to the cameras, the lenses, and whatever else Canon is showcasing at this event. Go to the poll. Let us know if you think that's a good idea for us to fire up a little live first thing in the morning, Thursday. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you there. I will put links down below to the Canonrumors website if you guys are interested in looking at these articles. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Later, my friends.